fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Attack! 45-7, let's go!
Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Garrett had some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman still to this.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Push him back. Recon, 132 fight. Jim.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's taken down right at. The 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 49, check 49, check 49. Leo, 6. Gone. Come on, switch it. Switch it, go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, pick it up. Chopper. Switch.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Go, Team Smith. You got yes. Orbit. Lock it.
They're going to look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And Diggs has it. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All day, dog. Smoke. Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. God knows ready. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
You ain't got nothing. Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Check 26. Check 26. Alert high. You're out. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Say. Watch twist. Watch twist. Squeeze. Get in there. Wrong. Ready, go.
On third down, here's Lindsay. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got 3. Three down. Yellow. 24 is the mark. You ain't going nowhere. 24 is the
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 53 is my fan. I'm here all day.
2nd and 5. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Rip left, rip left.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman, 68 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam, slam, slam. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Rock. Check,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mike 15-6. H3-2-8T. Chopper. Hut.
They'll set up to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go. And this is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Quick dash. Go.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 64, weak. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Sutton. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Jet sweep to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 27, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Garrett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Check out. Check 13. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 66. Bullet high. Here. Squeeze. Get in there. Hot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
53 is the mic. Yeah. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Set. 60, orange. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check, in. Check, hard dog. Check.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the lane. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. There you go.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Escape, and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end Fant. He's at the 30, and he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
He'll try and run with Freeman, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. It's caught. Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to throw. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hampton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Mahomes now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Run team Smith.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense.